I heard special Trent Alexander-Arnold declaration as inevitable Liverpool outcome edges closer. Special Trent Alexander-Arnold moment signals what's next as Liverpool destiny nears completion. Liverpool edged past Leicester City in a tightly contested Premier League clash this weekend, with Trent Alexander-Arnold emerging as the unlikely hero, scoring the only goal of the match at the King Power Stadium. After firing the decisive strike, Alexander-Arnold tore off in celebration, flinging his shirt high into the air, a scene reminiscent of Mohamed Salah's iconic celebration against Manchester United during Liverpool's previous title-winning campaign. Standing tall with arms outstretched in front of the ecstatic away supporters, the vice-captain embraced what might prove to be a farewell moment. Whether it was a subconscious recognition that his time at Anfield may be nearing its end, with Real Madrid waiting in the wings, or just pure elation from scoring a crucial goal, it was a moment that resonated deeply. Salah had squandered numerous chances, and Diogo Jota struck the woodwork, but it was Alexander-Arnold, introduced from the bench, who ultimately broke the deadlock. That solitary goal moved Liverpool within touching distance of what's long seemed inevitable: a Premier League crown. This was significant not just for Trent, but for everyone connected to this club, said manager Arne Slot in his post-match comments. Moments like these define great players. Virgil had his moment last week, Salah's had countless this season, and now Trent has delivered when it truly mattered. And that, in essence, underscores why the potential loss of Alexander-Arnold this summer would hit Liverpool so hard. The fact he could leave on a free transfer barely scratches the surface. The real blow lies in losing a player who brings a unique blend of creativity, leadership, and footballing intelligence, elements that are difficult to replicate. His match-winning strike against Leicester came with Liverpool's 25th shot of the match and was notably scored with his weaker left foot. Slot needed a spark. His right back provided it. When asked about his future after the final whistle, Alexander-Arnold maintained his stance. "I've said it all season. I'm not going to discuss my contract or go into any details," he told Sky Sports. "But days like today, these are special. These are the moments that will stay with me forever. Scoring, playing well, fighting for titles. I'm just happy to be a part of this." The passion was undeniable in his celebration. There's no question that Alexander-Arnold cherishes his time at Liverpool. However, that doesn't necessarily guarantee he'll remain beyond the season. "It would be ridiculous to question his loyalty or commitment," Slot insisted. "He has always given his all for this club. If Alexander-Arnold does choose to move on, some supporters might feel disappointed. But even those feelings won't erase the undeniable impact he's had, especially as Liverpool closes in on another historic league title." Liverpool title close, and transfer talks roll on. Liverpool didn't officially clinch the title this weekend, but their coronation as Premier League champions seems only a matter of time. The decisive moment could come next weekend at Anfield against Tottenham Hotspur, or perhaps even sooner if Crystal Palace upset Arsenal midweek. As that day draws closer, attention also intensifies around the futures of Alexander-Arnold and others. The 25-year-old right back, who stepped up to score a match winner just minutes after coming off the bench, is central to the current buzz. "I've said all along I won't comment on my future," he reiterated post-match, as Liverpool moved 3 points away from sealing the title. "These moments, competing, scoring, winning, these are things I'll always treasure." It's not just the potential departure of Alexander-Arnold drawing attention. The transfer rumor mill is spinning with other names too. Among them, Hugo Ekitike and Jamie Gittins are reportedly on Liverpool's radar as the club prepares for another summer of change. Despite all the speculation, Slot has been able to keep his squad healthy and focused. With only Joe Gomez out due to a hamstring injury that required surgery, Liverpool have nearly a full-strength team heading into the final stretch. Joe's recovery is progressing, but it'll be late in the season before we see him again, Slot confirmed back in February. Even without Gomez, Liverpool's momentum shows no signs of slowing. And with just one more win required, the long-anticipated moment of confirmation could be just days away. The legacy of Trent Alexander-Arnold. A goodbye or a new chapter. Whether or not Trent Alexander-Arnold is destined for the Santiago Bernabeu, what's clear is that he has etched himself into Liverpool history. The shirtless celebration, the roar of the crowd, and the weight of the occasion. every detail hinted that Eki
at the Camp Nou. If he communicates this preference formally, Villa may decide not to engage in a bidding war or attempt to persuade the player to stay against his will. Manchester United's stance. Exit expected. From Manchester United's perspective, Rashford's departure appears inevitable. Amorim has been firm in his belief that the club must evolve, and that includes phasing out players who do not align with his vision. Reports indicate that Amorim has already informed the club's hierarchy of his intention to focus on new attacking options this summer, leaving no room for Rashford's return. United are likely to be open to a permanent sale, particularly if it helps fund reinforcements in midfield and defence. Interestingly, there is speculation that United might explore a swap deal with Aston Villa, involving one of the Midlands club's stars heading in the opposite direction. Though details remain scarce, the suggestion underlines United's willingness to be creative in facilitating Rashford's exit. Commentary. Shearer weighs in. Media speculation. Mount's former England striker and Premier League legend Alan Shearer recently commented on Rashford's situation, stating there is no way back for the attacker at Old Trafford. While acknowledging his improved performances at Villa, Shearer believes the damage to the relationship with United is beyond repair. Shearer's assessment echoes the sentiment among many in the media and football community. Rashford's career at United, once filled with promise and symbolic of the club's homegrown ideals, has gradually eroded into frustration and inconsistency. Still only 27, Rashford has ample time to revive his career and fulfill the potential that made him one of Europe's most exciting young forwards just a few years ago. A change of scenery, whether in Birmingham or Barcelona, might be just what he needs. Tactical fit at Barcelona. Opportunity or obstacle. If Rashford does make the switch to Catalonia, the question becomes, where exactly does he fit? Barcelona currently boast an array of attacking talent. Rafinha has been productive on the wings, while 16-year-old sensation Lamine Yamal is viewed as a cornerstone of the club's future. Ferran Torres, though inconsistent, remains a rotational piece, and Lewandowski continues to be the central figure in the attack. Rashford's best position is arguably on the left wing, where his pace and dribbling allow him to cut inside and shoot with his stronger right foot. However, he could also be utilised centrally as a striker, a role he's filled sporadically throughout his career. But displacing Lewandowski, despite his age, won't be straightforward. That said, with the Polish marksman turning 37 next season and showing signs of physical decline, Barcelona will need to plan for the future. Rashford could initially serve as a rotational option before gradually taking on a more central role, especially if he adapts well to Flick's tactical philosophy. What happens next? With the